Yeah, the best way I can describe 2025, amazing, you know, in every single aspect. I'd really like to say that this year we really got our stuff together. You know, we performed, we finished every single race in the Pro Light.
A brand new season, a clean slate, a fresh start for all these drivers, all these teams, all the work they put in the off-season. You know, I kind of judge every race weekend on 5. The 5 here, everyone's just excited to be back in the pits with each other.
The big change up between 2025 and years prior, you know, really has been personnel and staffing. We made a huge swing at the fences this year with the team, and going into the season, I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna have to be the guy to say, what are we gonna do? And, you know, it worked out great.
We are ready to get rounds 1 and 2 underway at this beautiful facility here at Lucas Oil Speedway. Johnny Holtger, that Yokohama Tires Ford, gonna get it done in round 1.
Round 1 Pro Light winner starting the season off in a big way from Abrams, Wisconsin, Johnny Holtger.
John, we saw moments last year when that truck was running right, it was hooked up, and man, it sure looked hooked up again today. A wire-to-wire win for you.
Yeah, no, that truck was awesome. Made a little bit of last-minute call with tires with Yokohama, and they pointed me in the right direction.
Here we go. Johnny Holtger back-to-back to open 2025 here in Pro Light.
And taking the win in the number 44 Yokohama Ford from Abrams, Wisconsin, Johnny Holtger.
On a weekend sweep for you in the Pro Light, really fast in the Pro 2 yesterday as well. Do you think that's just the amount of experience you've had at this track before paying off this weekend?
Yeah, you know, I really think so. Being here a bunch and, you know, being in a dirt car a little bit, this really plays out like it does over there at the dirt track. So just really experience and being good with the gas pedal. We really set up for a blue groove track, and the water truck kind of ruined that for us. So the first couple laps were a little tricky, but we did our best, and we were able to wait it out and be patient and pull it off. The first round, we swept the weekend and had a lot of momentum and had a good little points lead going on. So my biggest competition in Pro Light this year was Connor Berry. Me and Connor, we've been racing together since I've been 13. And this year, it was really just me and him. We've shown a couple times that we're buds, you know, on the golf course, but on the racetrack, we're competitors. It was a lot of fun. Kept doing our thing and winning races and performing well. And towards the end of the season, you know, Connor's speed, they were really starting to figure out that new truck, and it just started ramping up. So, you know, coming into Bark River, it was getting close. Like, he definitely had a shot. You know, it was going to be a battle till the end.
Welcome everyone to Crandon, Wisconsin. We're here for the 56th Polaris World Championship.
We are green! It's going to be Travis Stillhouse. Holtger in second. Connor Berry way up there by the wall. Who's going to hang on to it? Holtger on the outside, Connor Berry on the inside. Can he get it done? It's not going to happen. Connor Berry gets it done. Woo!
Your second place finisher, Johnny Holtger. Wow, what a race you guys just put on. You were putting the pressure on until the very end. What was your mindset until you crossed that finish line?
You know, at the start, I just knew I had to survive. I knew as the race went on and the track got worse, that truck would just get better and better and better. And towards the end, it definitely came in, and I feel like me, Connor, and Travis here put a heck of a show on it before the halfway, and I hope all you fans enjoyed that, because that was a lot of fun. That was like the most fun race I had all year. But congrats to Connor. Him and his team have been working super hard all year, and he's been a tough competitor, and it's been fun racing with him this year, and we've been racing together for forever. So I couldn't do this without my team. You know, they work harder than anybody I know. They really put in the work. I mean, after the fact, the World Championship race, you know, I was just as happy for Connor as if I would have won, you know, because I know what it's like to get a new truck. You know, it's like your world's going to change, and it turns out just to be a nightmare. You know, it's problem after problem after problem. And I was, you know, super happy for him and his team that they were able to figure out the bugs with the truck and, you know, ultimately win one of the biggest races you can win in the year, you know. So as a competitor, I was super happy for him. As a friend, I was super happy for him. And, you know, I just kind of knew in the back of my mind that coming to Glen Helen, like, he had that home turf on me. So I definitely got a little nervous going there and testing and stuff, that we really had to do our homework.
Earlier, the lights are on here in San Bernardino, California. We're here for the Glen Helen Off-Road National.
My strategy for Glen Helen the first day, starting in the back, kind of started with watching the Super Motocross race, the championship round, when the guys in 250 class were, you know, running into each other for a championship. And all I really had to do is finish each day. I wasn't gonna let unfortunate circumstances take me out of not starting the next day. Luckily, that strategy really paid off for me, because, I mean, I'd say I was in third by the second lap. There was a late race incident, and we ended up second from the back.
Johnny Holtger, he's been very, very dominant. He just has to start this race today to clinch that points championship. Johnny Holtger is now your 2025 Pro Light Point champion.
Johnny Holtger, come and join me here. Also joining me, Series President Carl Shabitsky, to honor our champion.
On behalf of everyone from Champ Off-Road, congratulations on your 2025 championship.
Glen Helen, make some noise for your champion, Johnny Holtger. Johnny, let's talk about the championship first. It's been a few years since the last one. Has this one felt like a long time coming?
Yeah, you know, I think there's a reason why I stayed in this class after that first one, and, you know, that's not really how I wanted to win. You know, I only won one race that year, and this right here, this is how I wanted to win it, you know. Winning a lot on the podium, just, you know, being the best, or trying to be the best, you know. But I really got to give a hats off to Connor Berry. You know, he's kept me honest all season long, and we've had some good battles and put on some good shows, and it's been a lot of fun racing with him. And I mean, we started here in a mod cart, which is pretty cool to be back here in a Pro Light, still duking it out. But yeah, I couldn't do this without my team. You know, this means more to my team than it does to me. You know, they work their butts off, and my mom and dad, my grandma and grandpa, my girlfriend, Yokohama, Blood Lubricants, HBI, Vision Wheels, Shape of You, Meat Skis, Action Sport Canopy, Speed Strap, and, you know, everyone that helps me out or has ever helped me out, thank you so much.
Johnny, you stuck around in this class long enough to win a championship how you wanted to. What can you tell us about the future? Will you be sticking around in Pro Light?
You know, we still got some playing to do yet, but I don't know. You know, I might do a couple rounds here and there, but I don't know. I think it's time to bust that Pro 4 out again and go Pro 4 racing.
Music to my ears. Give it up for the two-time champ, Johnny Holtger.
You know, really winning this championship was definitely a statement. You know, our old crew chief has been with, me since I've been 10 years old. And just showing that I don't need them. Don't need the spaceship ideas or, you know, any other goofy idea that there is to offer. You know, I know how to run my team. I know what I need. And just to prove that, you know, right from the get-go, that was the motivation. Show them wrong. That's what we did. And I'm super proud of my guys I have now. You know, they killed it. So I was just so happy and relieved that, you know, it was over. We did it. And we can rebuild and be better for next year. You know, better than we were this year.